Hi dear students, today we are going to study a poem Mirror by Sylvia Plath. Let's take it line by line. The mirror says, I'm silver and exact. The color of the mirror is silver and it gives the exact picture, the very accurate picture. It does not deform anybody and it does not beautify anybody. It shows everybody as they are, precisely as they are. That's why it calls itself exact. I have no preconceptions. So the mirror carries no preconceptions like human beings. Mirror has no thoughts about anyone like human beings. It just shows them when they come in front of it. Human beings have got good opinions and bad opinions, and they judge people accordingly. But the mirror is different. It's got no opinion about no one at all, no preconception, no thoughts in advance about anyone. It will reflect everyone as soon as they come before it. Whatever I see, I swallow immediately. Whatever I see, I swallow immediately. So whatever comes in front of the mirror is reflected in it immediately. The mirror does not take time to show the people their picture. Anything that goes in front of the mirror will be reflected. And it says, I swallow them immediately just as it is. The mirror is emphasizing its precision, its exactness, its exactitude, its accuracy of the reflection. That I reflect them just as they are. If they are fat, I'm gonna reflect them fat. If they are thin, I'm gonna reflect them thin. If they've got pimples, I'm not gonna hide them. And if they ain't got pimples, I'm not gonna show them. So the mirror is exact. It gives the exact picture. So it says just as it is, unmisted by love or dislike. Again, the idea is reiterated or repeated for the sake of emphasis. So I reflect the objects immediately as they are, unmisted by love or dislike. So the mirror says, my vision is not blurred by the fog of likes and dislikes. My vision is not blurred or misted by the fog of good opinions and bad opinions. I'm not partial to anyone. All are equal to me. That's what the mirror says. I'm not affected by love or dislike. I don't love no one, I don't dislike no one. So what? I reflect them as they are. I show them as they are. Then it says, I'm not cruel, only truthful. The mirror says, I'm not cruel. Some people might say, oh mirror, why do you show me fat? Why do you show me ugly? Why do you show me full of pimples? Why do you disfigure me? But the mirror is not cruel. It does not do anything like that. The mirror is not cruel. It is just truthful. It is just honest. It honestly reflects you as you are. It's not prejudiced against anyone. It has no bias for no one. All are equal. So it is not cruel. It is just honest or truthful. And truth is bitter. For sure. People don't like the truth. People don't want to see or listen to the truth. We're living in a world where the people are running away from the truth, running away from the reality. They don't want to see or face the reality. They want to see what they like to see. And consequently, they are frustrated, like the lady we'll see at the end of this poem. Then it says, the eye of a little god, four-cornered. The mirror compares itself to the eye of a little god. As God judges everyone without a bias, without prejudice, as God judges everyone impartially, so the mirror judges everyone impartially. It shows their pictures impartially. As God sees everyone exactly as they are, likewise the mirror reflects everyone exactly as they are. The mirror shows people their real picture. That's why the mirror has compared itself to the eye of a little god. It actually calls itself the eye of a little god. It says, I am the eye of a little god. And here we know that it is metaphor used here. Because the mirror gives impartial judgment like God, It is the eye of a little god. And it is four corners. Simple, it's got four corners. Then it says, most of the time I meditate on the opposite wall. Most of the time there is no one before the mirror, so the mirror reflects the opposite wall. And when you concentrate on something for too long, you're actually meditating on it. So the mirror is said to be meditating on the opposite wall because it continually reflects it. It reflects it whole day. Only interrupted by human beings in the mornings, in the afternoons, or in the evenings. So the mirror is meditating or watching or reflecting the opposite wall continually. It is pink with speckles. The mirror says it is pink with speckles. The wall is pink. The paint is pink with speckles. And speckles means the paint is pink and there are spots in that. And then it says, I have looked at it so long. The mirror has looked at the opposite wall for a long time. Maybe the mirror has been in the same house or in the same room or in the same place in that room for 20 years. And we'll know as the poem proceeds that it's been for more than 20 years. So I have looked at it so long. The mirror has been watching the opposite wall for a long time. And then it says, I think it is a part of my heart. When you spend too much time with someone, they just become a part of your heart. So it says, I think it is a part of my heart. Obviously, if the mirror spends so much time with the wall has got to be the part of the mirror's heart. But it flickers. But it flickers. Well, when the flame of the candle flickers because of the wind, the light also flickers. And when the light flickers, all the reflections flicker. So the wall flickers, or the reflection of the wall flickers in the mirror. Let me repeat myself. For example, the candle is, you have lighted the candle and the wind is blowing. The candle will be flickering, means the flame of the candle will be flickering. And when it flickers, the light flickers. And when the light flickers, the reflections flicker. And that's how the opposite wall is flickering, or the reflection of the opposite wall in the mirror is flickering. So it says, but it flickers. Faces in darkness separate us over and over. So their sweet communion, that sweet communion is broken or interrupted only by faces in darkness. When someone comes to adorn themselves before the mirror, the reflection of the wall in the mirror is no more there. So their communion is disrupted, is interrupted by someone who has come to wear makeup before the mirror. So faces come and separate the wall and the mirror, or say the mirror and the wall. In the same way, darkness separates them. If there is no light, there would be no reflection. So once you turn off the lights, there will be no reflection. So darkness separates them as well, over and over, again and again. People come there again and again and they separate the wall and the mirror. Or they turn off the lights and they are separated. That's how it happens.